Held festival.
Yeah, I am. I double checked. Hi,
Yeah.
everybody on YouTube.
Hello, everybody on YouTube. Hi.
Hey,
Hello.
hi,
Nice to see you. Thanks for
hi,
dressing up.
hi. We should
Ha.
be dressed up.
Hello.
This is our actual 2 year anniversary.
You're spoiling the podcast content, Colin.
Oh no! Right, let's start the actual podcast then. Three, two, one. Hello.
Hi.
Oh.
Oh, sorry. Never mind. Happy anniversary, dear.
Hello and welcome to episode 92 of Heroes of Handheld, the world's premium podcast dedicated to everything PlayStation Vita, Nintendo 3DS, and pretty much everything handheld gaming. Pretty much we cover everything. Everything. Anything you can think of that can fit in your hand, we cover it. So that's PSPs, your 2DSs, your original DSi with the camera, whatever. We cover it all. I'm one of your hosts. I'm Colin, and I'm joined by my boy. It's my boy.
Hello.
There he
Sorry, I
is.
thought you were going to say my name, and then I was going to say my name. And it's me. It's Chris.
Don't
What a
call my
treat for you,
name.
ladies and gentlemen.
Don't call my name. Alejandro. Alejandro.
What's Lady Gaga even doing now?
You know she's got talent. Um,
Yeah,
I,
no, she has got talent, but like she's not doing anything with it.
she's
She did a
clearly.
jazz album last year, didn't she?
She's actually got a very good voice, Lady Gaga.
I know.
She covers it up. Well, I don't know why she wears all these weird outfits, and it's like I don't know why because she's got a good voice. She's weird.
Have you, speaking of pop stars, did you watch the Bad Blood music video that came out? The Taylor Swift newest one?
I saw all the posters and well, not posters, but the online
Yeah.
ad campaign for it, where it was like a Sin City style thing.
Yeah.
Have you seen it?
Yeah, I watched it this morning.
Is
It's
it proper good?
it's not great. It's not great. It's just basically like, look how many famous friends I can get into one room at once. Like, but there's no actual story. It's just like different people dressed up, and it's just like, oh, it's kind of a bit of a letdown. I was a bit let down.
I see. Well, whilst you're, I'm going to have a quick gander of it now whilst we're on the pod because this is great audio content. What was it? Was it Taylor Swift?
Bad Blood.
Bad blood, bad blood.
You should probably skip to about a minute in because so you don't get the intro. Like if you want to see what I'm talking about.
Well, no way. It's Hayley Williams in it as well.
Yeah.
God, major sellout. Oh my God, it's got actually for a Taylor Swift video, it's actually got quite a lot of dislikes. You know, like the bar.
Yeah.
Like, oh wait, this isn't it. This is like, oh, it's a teaser. Oh.
Oh.
Great, that's the worst teaser I ever did see. Here we go. Already got 2 million views after a day. That's impressive. Right, I'm skipping forwards. Wow, how much money do you reckon went into this?
It's just rubbish.
Why though?
Because it's just like they've got all these really cool people in it to do like literally nothing apart from like pose around and look wanky. Like I was really let down.
Yeah.
Like it's just just a pity, a big disappointment, Colin, a big disappointment.
Oh, there's Ellie Goulding. Anyway, where were we? Right, okay, so podcast time. No more Taylor Swift and her
No.
big rockets, if you know what I mean. Welcome to the podcast, everybody. It's episode 92. Now, we must make a bit of an apology.
Hang on, we mustn't make anything. You must make a bit of an apology.
See, the thing is, like, I work out anniversaries via the Time Hop app. Everyone loves a bit of Time Hop, you know? Yeah.
Tell me this is how you do anniversaries with your girlfriend as well.
Yeah. I'm like, oh, God, it's her birthday. I better do something.
Oh God, that's right on her wall. Happy birthday, kiss.
Now, for those who don't know, Time Hop is a application where you link your iPhone, Android stuff to it, so Twitter, Facebook. You link it together, and it tells you what you were doing on this day 1 year, 2 year, 3 years ago. It's very
really
cool.
clever. Like it's good. It's a good idea.
It's clever, but you also think, what an idiot I was back then. Why did I put all those smileys, all those equals, semicolon faces in my statuses, which is what I did quite a lot, I'm not going to lie. And a few weeks ago, when we did the 90th episode, where it was our anniversary our anniversary, our 2-year anniversary show. The reason I thought it was because I tweeted 2 years ago saying about to start a new podcast project with my boy Enter Soundman. But I woke up this morning and I did my daily snoop of Time Hop, and it actually turns out on this day 2 years ago is when we uploaded the first podcast. So
I might have a look at my Time Hop now.
I bet you're tweeting the hell out of it. I bet. So yeah, this is actually our 2-year anniversary, but it's going to be a bit more subdued than our 90th.
Yeah, we're working on a new podcast. I tweeted. There we go.
Yes, there you go.
There we go. See?
Right. So
thanks for lying, Colin.
I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. Right. So it's episode 92, and we're going to talk about some handheld gaming stuff. Firstly, though, we had an email a few weeks ago, and I'm hoping that my intern Chris has very kindly got the said email up so he can read it. We meant to read this last week, but because because we're busy men, we are top busy men.
Yeah. I've got the email ready to go. I am your work experience. I am your intern. I am the guy. I'm like, do you just get me in because I look good and I'm young? Is that what it is?
And then you make a bloody good cup of tea, I must say. Right, so read the email. Go.
Howdy, hero folk. Great job on the show, as usual. You were right about me. I am indeed an American. Because remember, we were trying to guess where he was from.
Yeah.
Just an update on the situation over here in the States. My favorite local game stores told me they're only going to stock copies of Vita games that are pre-ordered. And they've put all the in-store Vita games 3 inches off the ground underneath the used Wii bargain bin. So if you can imagine, those big basket bins full of old Wii games that no one wants to play anymore.
Yeah.
All the Vita games are now underneath that on the floor, so on the bottom shelf. So that's good. So keep up the good search. I wasn't writing just to beat Dead Vita, because Sony do enough of that on their own. I was writing to ask both of you, what is the deal with all 3DS RPGs now costing $50 in the US? I was getting ready to pick up Shin Megami Tensei, Devil Dumpster Diver 2. I'm pretty sure that's maybe when you hear a name of something and you can't remember whether it's real or not. Anyway, and I noticed that it and every 3DS RPG I pre-ordered are $50. When the Vita and the 3DS came out, Vita games were $40 to $50, 3DS games were $30 to $40. Now, somehow, all RPGs on 3DS are blowing up to $50. What the hell happened? It's the same price jacking happening in the UK. Please do the thing everyone says you're famous for and fix the pricing problem in the US. Thank a billion in advance. I know you could do it. Cheers from Goose. All I've really got to tell you, so that is, now you know how it feels to live in the UK, because over here, every game
that say is nothing because you've frozen.
To do with dollars in the States, and we end up paying the equivalent of double. So it's kind of your own fault for living over there, really, isn't it?
Oh, looks like Chris is hanging on.
The Colin Bird disappearing act.
Chris, I can see you, but you're not on Skype.
Yeah, that's weird. I can hear you, but
you're back on Skype. You're back, boy. Right, 3, 2, 1.
We're back. How far did you get of me?
Gone again.
Sorry, Skype's gone. How far did you get? And how far did you get? I can hear you. You Jeb. Colin, I can hear you.
Chris.
Hang on.
Oh my god. Oh, Taylor Swift is playing on my computer for some reason.
Hi, can you hear me? Hello, Colin.
There's my boy. There's my boy on Google Plus.
Hello. Sorry.
Hi.
So I've done that thing. I've changed myself to being on wired, so hopefully it's smoother. I'm King of the Waz.
Let me try Skype again.
Yeah, okay. How far into the letter did you get?
I don't know.
Okay, I'll just start again.
No,
Ready?
let me play it and see where we're up to.
Okay.
Right. Frozen. Cheers from Goose. All I've really got to.
Oh, okay, that's fine.
Right.
Ready when you are. Oh, feedback. Oh, it's
Go.
gone. Ready?
Yeah, go.
So, Goose, thanks for your email. All I've really got to say is welcome to how it feels to live in the UK, because most 3DS games over here now are like 40, 50 pounds. And that is the equivalent of like $60, $70. So, I mean, actually, you're getting a bargain. So, I mean, I know it seems expensive, but really, it's kind of your own fault for living over there, because Lord knows we've been putting up with that for years. Don't you hate, Colin, you must hate this, when places are like, when you see things advertised in the States as like $50, then it comes over here and it's £50.
Yeah.
And it's just like, it's not the same. But on a serious note, I don't know why do you think that's happening in America? I don't know, really. Why is your games now costing $50 in America?
Well, I mean, over here, you know, when you buy games secondhand,
Yeah,
like they don't. 3DS games don't really ever go down in price that much.
no.
Like Mario games and
Mario games really hold their value as well. Like Legend of Zelda Ocarina of Time, you can find a 3DS remake, it's still like 40, 50, £45, which is ludicrous, really, for like a remake of a 20-year-old game, less than 20, 15 years old. But then it is a classic. So
Pokemon also has the same thing as well, where they don't really go down in price, which is great if you want to trade it in, but bad if you want to buy it. So
swings and roundabouts. But thanks for your email, Goose. And we look, I don't know. I don't know why things are suddenly so expensive over there. I haven't noticed the price jacking over here, but then things are kind of tended to always be this expensive over here. So maybe it's just catching up. I'd love to know if any other American listeners can get in touch and maybe answer it. I reckon we've got an American listener who works in a game shop and will be able to tell us the the ins and outs.
Yeah.
Bit niche, but we'll see.
GameStop or whatever the shops are called over there. I mean, over here, to be fair, the places where you'd expect to find Vita games and accessories, I will admit, get the game stores over here in the UK. The way the shelves are set out, they do normally have quite a good Vita display. The only thing I've noticed is that they've got the same boards up that they had about 2 years ago when it first came out. So that's
still talking about Tearaway, aren't they?
Yeah, and Killzone Mercenary and Golden Abyss. So that's all good. But thank you for your email. And I guess the moral of the story is we should take over Sony because we know better than they do, clearly.
And if you want to send us an email, you can just send it to heroesofhandheld@gmail.com or go on our website, heroesofhandheld.com, and click the contact box. It is like the simplest thing you can do. It's really that simple. Colin,
yes,
we've got some other like general talking points we can tackle.
Yeah.
Do you want to do? Let's talk about the tweet we got this week. Are you ready?
Yeah, go on then.
We had a tweet from loyal listener Nonscapo, who's been a fan for a long time, and
what happened to your thing where you don't say the actual Twitter name?
I abandoned it because it was stupid. So Nonscapo tweeted us and recommended that we get on Danganronpa because of how well it's been received. So that's good. It's good to have we don't have time to play everything. It's good to have people recommending titles and stuff. And he sent a link, which is from a website, Hardcore Gamer, that apparently NISA accounted for 64% of Nippon Ichi's revenue last year. NISA, who are obviously NIS America, and they obviously, they had quite a lot to do with Danganronpa. So it's it's good. It shows that kind of when these things get adapted for English speaking audiences, they do get picked up and they do get bought. So it's good. And thank you for your tweet, Nonscapo. It's good to hear from you. Hope you're well. We had a we did tackle that tweet.
Dragonroper is my favorite game.
Dragonroper. Of course, Colin.
But
Go on.
You weren't. You probably just mentioned this, but I just don't listen to you. But you went to some sort of convention and they had a big stall there, didn't they?
Yeah, that was like this time last year. I'm going to Comic-Con this weekend.
Nice.
If any Heroes of Handheld listeners are going to the London Comic-Con this weekend, hit me up at @Soundman on Twitter. I hadn't told you who I'm going as yet, Colin.
Yeah.
Only because I'm going to keep it a surprise and hit you with it next week on the show.
Oh, who would it be? But it's not going to be Hotline Miami again because you've pretty much just abandoned your.
No, you'll. It's not someone from a game. For the first time. I know not the first time, but you'll see on Facebook anyway. I'm sure.
It's not someone from a game. Then why the hell are you bothering?
You'll see.
Great.
And the last thing that I wanted to talk about at the top of the show that I think is a good jumping in point, Colin.
Yeah.
Konami, and specifically Hideki Hayakawa, who is the company's new CEO, did an interview with a chap called Nicky TrendyNet or NeoGAF, and said basically that mobile is the future of gaming. Quote, "Our main platform will be mobiles. Following the pay-as-you-play model of games like Power Pro and Winning 11 with additional content, our games must move from selling things like items to selling things like features. The success of Power Pro especially has motivated us to actively push more of our popular series onto mobile than ever before. Gaming has spread to a number of platforms, but at the end of the day, the platform that is always closest to us is mobile. Mobile is where the future of gaming lies." Konami is saying that mobile is the future of gaming.
Them is fighting words right there.
That's a big claim, isn't it? That's like Pasqualino and whatever the other one is. If one of them came out and said mobile is the future of gaming, I'd have been shocked.
Yeah. Well, this seemed like a bit of a thing to something someone would say about 5 years ago. You know, rather than like in 2015, mobile is the way of the future.
Guys, the N-Gage might get quite popular.
It's a bit like when George Lucas said that 3D film is the future of cinema. So yeah, it's they obviously don't have a clue what they're talking about, but they want to sound like they're hip, and they do know. So there you go. Konami, they are famous for one of my favourite football games when I was younger on the PS1 called International Superstar Soccer Pro.
That became Pro Evo, didn't it?
I don't know. It might have done, but it was. It's yeah. I just got a bit distracted there.
What year? What year was that?
Oh, it must be about 90. Yeah, literally 98 is the day. That is the year when all the games came out for PS1.
You missed out, son. FIFA 99 on the N64 with Dennis Bergkamp on the cover.
When they just had like block faces. Oh god, right. I've got to find some FIFA 99.
FIFA 99, was the best.
Yeah, there's my boy Bergie Camp.
I had all the soundtracks, and you used to press C up to do a foul tackle and C down to do a slide tackle. It was the best.
Literally. Oh, where's the Google Drive? Right, you need to watch this. Not watch, but look at that image I've just put on the Google Drive. All the players looked like that. Literal.
Very keen. Yeah, it was so blocky.
All the players like that.
The power play was to take the ball with your keeper and try and score a goal by running him all the way up to the end.
And you pretty much always could, because all you need to do was tapping the triangle button, wasn't it? Just like sprinting down to the end, going around the keeper and tapping it in constantly.
Yeah. No, it was gold. Good games.
Anyway,
so I think blocky football games are the future of gaming. Actually.
They are. But talking of games from the 90s, there's actually a game that might be coming to Vita later this year called Back in 1995.
Cool.
This came on my radar last week, and it's from a solo Japanese developer. I think. Let me try to remember what the name was. He's got he's a solo developer. He's got a name for his company. It's something like "We Are the Right Ones" or something. What is it? It's a really long, tongue-twistery name. His company is called Throw the Warped Code Out. That's the name of his company. Throw the Warped Code Out. So, yeah, all good. But the reason I brought this up is because this game, it's called Back in 1995, and the art style is very reminiscent of games from the 90s on the PS1. So, for example, it's very blocky, it's very grainy, and it's 32-bit. And what's great about this game, I'll send you a link to the story here, Christopher, so you can see. You can have a look at the pictures here. See what you think. Like there's a trend in indie developers to create games that have an old feel to them. So games that are like pixelated and whatnot. It's very common now. A lot of people are bashing the art style for this one because I think what people are thinking is that back when games were like 2D and pixelated, the art style was charming and really quite cute. But whereas the art style from the 90s from PlayStation, it wasn't cute at all. It was the only reason we had art styles like that, like polygons and pixelated 32
because they couldn't do any better.
Yeah, that's literally it. Like you look back now and the art, like Lara Croft, Tomb Raider, those FIFA games, the art style is awful. It's
but I'm playing Donkey Kong 64 at the moment. Yeah, and that doesn't look good. Does not look good at all.
But look at those pictures. Look at that first picture there. He's like got a pipe. He's hitting like a brown turd that's in front of him with arms.
It's bonkers, isn't it?
It's great. And also have a look and see who wrote that article, Chris, and then we'll continue.
Okay, well, let's do the news. You start doing some actual news. Also, see who looked at this, who wrote this article. Oh, Colin did. What a surprise!
Yay! Right, so I haven't got much news this week. It's only loads of little sprinklings of news. Firstly, a lot of people have been talking on the PlayStation Vita subreddit on Reddit.com, obviously, about Flash. Sale.
He'll save every one of us.
So. What was I saying? Oh yeah, flash sale that's happening in America. So this is happening in America, well, North America, so your US and your Canada. Flash sale, which is live from the 16th till the 18th. I believe the 18th is today, isn't it? So yeah, this is the last day of the sale. So because this podcast ain't going up till Wednesday, if you missed it, then
joke's on you.
Joke's on you. Chris, we have to stop because the podcast has stopped recording. Lol. Why is it stopped recording, for fuck's sake? Oh my god, where? Oh my god. Literal, where is it recorded up to?
I mean, I'm fine.
Oh my god.
All the soundtracks, and see up to do a fab,
What the hell are we talking about there?
Football, FIFA.
Yeah, is the day. That is the year when all the games came out for PS1.
You missed that. Even I know it was the best.
Yeah, there's my boy Bergie Cam.
I had all the soundtracks.
I don't know why I stopped recording.
See up to do a fab.
Weird, right? So we have to continue from there.
Okay, can we? I'm a bit worried about time, Colin. Let's.
No, I
know.
Right, so FIFA was fantastic, Chris, and they all look the same.
You had horrid blocky faces, like I'd painted them, and I can't paint.
And then you ran all the way up with the goalkeeper and you scored every time. Wow. Now I just want to quickly mention the story. This was brought up at the Tokyo Indie Fest, which happened a few weeks ago. A developer called, it's a Japanese solo developer. It was called, what is it? I've completely forgotten, Chris. What's the name of his company? Please remind me.
Something, throw out your code, throw out your toad, throw out your code.
Throw out the time code or something. Throw out the warped code. Basically, this is a solo developer. That's the name of his company. And he's working on a game called Back in 1995. And linking on from our discussion on FIFA and all those old games from the PS1 era, basically, this game's inspired by the graphics from those games. So, the polygon, 32-bit style. And he's creating a game based around this style. It's a horror game where you have to go around hitting these weird monsters with pipes. So yeah, I mean, a lot of people are criticizing him for using this art style because, it's quite common now with indie games, especially on the PlayStation Vita, for it to be like a very like 80s, early 90s, 2D style.
It's kind of like reflecting the graphics that were popular when we were growing up, isn't it?
Yeah, but the problem is, whereas those older pixelated graphics were cute and quaint and look good and can be stylized, the art style, like the graphics from the 90s, was terrible, Chris. The only reason we had that art style, like the polygons and the 32-bit faces and it just looking awful, is because that's all we could do in that time. That was the best we could do. You look back at games from the 90s now, and they look horrendous, absolutely horrendous. So I'm not too sure why. Maybe this guy grew up in the 90s and he, nostalgia value. I don't really.
I think there's something quite quaint about it, though, isn't there? Because it's not like every indie game that has this old 8-bit, 16-bit, blah blah blah. It's kind of an artistic thing, isn't it? It's like I could have gone back and done it 16-bit, or I could have made it look really nice, but instead, don't forget we played loads of games like this when we were young, and they looked crap. And here's how it looked. I think there's something quite charming about it, actually.
Yeah. Yeah, it is. Well, no, I don't agree with you at all. But there you go. I think it looks ugly. If you look back at the old Tomb Raiders, they also look bad as well with polygon boobs. So yeah, I just wanted to bring that up. But now I'm going to quickly move on to my actual Vita news this week, and I've got very sprinklings of news here. Nothing too dramatic, nothing too big. So I'm first going to talk about a sale that's happening in Flash. It's a it's a flash sale, so it's a flash savior of the universe. Anyway, right, so yes, flash sale happening in North America at the moment. Load of games, prices slashed. This sale is on from the 16th to the 18th of May, and the 18th is today, and this podcast ain't going up till the 20th, so if you're hearing this now, then unfortunately you've missed it. You snooze, you lose.
Unless you're watching on YouTube, in which case you might still have time.
Yes, you always got time. So the games that I'm just going to... Oh, my God, this is a massive list. I'll just quickly read through because I know Chris is very conscious of time and he hates it when I read lists. Freedom Wars is under $5, $4.80. That's good. Flowers, $1.40. Don't Starve is $4.94. Frozen Synapse Prime is $4.80. Hot Shots Golf is $4.99. Kickbeat, $3.50. Little Big Planet is $4.86. Monster Hunter Freedom Unite is $4.80. That's a PSP title. Mortal Kombat is $4.80. What else do we have? We have Soul Sacrifice Delta $4.86. Terraria $4.95. Walking Dead Complete first season is $4.80. That's amazing.
Bloody hell, that's a great deal.
There are some fantastic offers there. And I had a look on the European store or the UK store today, and all we've got is 4 items on sale. And we've got Mutant Bob, whatever that is. I think that's what it's called. Another World, and there's 2 other games as well that no one cares about. So there you go.
You aren't seriously complaining that we don't get enough sales, are you?
Not enough sales for my liking, Chris. Not enough sales.
You're ridiculous. Okay, let's do some 3DS news. There's not a whole lot this week, but there's a couple of bits and bobs that I thought were interesting. There is a new game out from the creators of Pushmo and Crashmo. This one is called Stretchmo. You can watch a trailer by going to heroesofhandheld.com. But what's interesting about this game is the others, you just bought them and you got whatever. This one, you get the first 7 levels for free, and then you can buy different packs. So you can get the Playtime Plaza, which is the main attraction, 100 stretch modes, which are the puzzles of all shapes and sizes for $5, 50 tricky ones, which are $3, 50 that look like animals for $3, and 50 that look like NES characters for $3. What was interesting about this game was that there was no kind of trailers. It just came out. And now there's a trailer. Now it's already out. And it's like, look, there's a trailer. Look, this game's out. Go and play it. And it's free. Tuck in. And it looks really interesting. It's more of the same if you like Pushmo and if you like Crashmo. But I just think it's worth flagging because these titles are really popular. People love them. And, it's I haven't played it yet. But the last ones are really, really, really good fun. And you kind of got no reason to doubt that this one won't be either. So that's good. And yeah, you can watch the trailer by going to heroesofhandheld.com where we've embedded it. It's very interesting. Yeah, it's good.
Yeah,
I'm not sure. I'm not sure I agree with the way they're doing the pricing on it. I kind of would rather pay like a bit more and get everything. But it's just life, innit? Like you don't always get to play the cards you want. It's just life.
It's life for you. Do you know what I think? Do you know what I think?
Go on.
Flash. Oh. Savior of the universe. Anyway.
No. Oh, I should have said as well that you can. There's kind of different structures of buying the DLC, so you can actually get a bundle with everything in for $10, which I guess is what I actually wanted. So that's probably fine. But also, if you buy the main game, you can then buy any one other for $7, or as in if you buy the main Playtime Plaza, you can buy any one of the others for $7, or if you bought one of the kind of additional ones, you can buy it. All three of the others for $8.99. So I mean, your best bet is just to get the $9.99 one, but then that's 200 puzzles to get through, and that's quite a lot of stretch mode. So watch your space.
Nice.
Back to you, Colin.
Right, so there's been an update for Minecraft. Woo! It's a free download, and it's for PS3, PS4, and Vita. There's a list of what this update entails here. I'll quickly read through. So this is update 1.16. And with this update, you get Alex skin, whatever that means, along with other variations of it have been added to the default skins. The music tracks that were playing while in creative mode and on front-end menus have been changed. Thank God. The Simpsons skin pack trial content has been added, and the shrubs can now be placed in flower pots. Thank God for that, all I can say. Those bloody shrubs are getting on my nerves. So there you go. That's a update for Minecraft. Haven't played Minecraft in a while. Last time I played it was with you when I kept dying.
Yeah, you sucked at it, didn't you?
Yeah, pretty much. Not even gonna lie. So there you go. That's another news story. Back to Chris.
Back to me in the studio, Colin. Here's a couple of bits and bobs. Two things about release dates. Number one, Lego Jurassic World has a release date on 3DS in Europe and the States, which is cool. Comes out on 12th of June, which is less than a month away. So prepare yourself for that. If you buy it in America, there's all sorts of stuff you can get for pre-ordering it, like little play sets, minifigures, and a certificate for the cinema, which is quite interesting because they're bringing out some Lego Jurassic World Lego sets, which is quite cool. There's a new trailer. It's just so funny. Like, I just love Lego games. They're so quirky and stupid, you know.
Yeah.
But like, they're always they're always good spirited. We'll embed the trailer. This comes from YouTube. We'll embed it on heroesofhandheld.com, and also Dragon Quest 8 is getting a Nintendo 3DS port, which is very good because Dragon Quest is always good fun. It's coming to the 3DS in Japan on August the 27th, according to Gamatsu, for roughly $50 US. There's loads of pre-order bonuses and stuff. They haven't said if it's going to come out in America or indeed in Europe, but watch this space. Dragon Quest 9 did. Dragon Quest 10 didn't. This is Dragon Quest 8. So who knows? It's a bit of a curveball at this point. Journey of the Cursed King, this one is. So yeah, a couple of release dates for you. It's it's exciting. I'm probably more excited to play a Lego Jurassic World than I am to play Dragon Quest. But
when's it coming out on 3DS again?
Which one?
Lego one.
June the 12th.
Same day as the Vita release date as well.
I'm hoping that I really, 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 really hope that the Vita one is a good game and the 3DS one isn't. Not that it isn't, but that what they did last time with whatever Lego game it was we played was they just ported the 3DS version to the Vita, and like the Vita was just like, what is this? Like, this is this is so weak. Why am I doing this? And 3DS was like struggling and out of breath and like and the Vita's just like, oh come on, like, we do this every day. Give me more. Give me HD. So yeah. Fingers crossed they realise the difference between the two consoles. Do you want to put a bet on it?
I will not put a bet on it.
No, I thought not. Me neither. Your turn.
I've never been a big fan of the Lego games. I think they're all the same, really. It's just collect these. Let's put different characters in here, but let's just go around and collect different bits of Lego. The end.
But that's just maybe that's just
happily
because there hasn't been one that you've loved.
Maybe.
Have you played Lego Harry Potter yet?
No.
So you love Harry Potter? You'd like that?
You love Star Wars. You ain't watched that, have you? You haven't played that yet.
Why do you keep? I have played the Star Wars games and I've seen Star Wars, and I don't like the Star Wars films, but I don't mind the Star Wars games.
I see.
Oh, so, the best game is Pirates of the Caribbean, and then Indiana Jones.
I watched it. I played a bit of the demo for the Pirates of the Caribbean one, and it was rubbish. So there you go. There you go. Right. So on to some Vita news. So there was an update this week for the PlayStation Vita and the PlayStation TV. It was update 3.51. On my system, it automatically did it. So there's a little, in the notification area on your Vita in the top right-hand corner, it's like a little bubble, and like there's like little circles go like it sort of spins around when something's going on. So when I loaded up my Vita, something was happening, and I had a look, and the update was downloading. And I was so desperate to know what this update entailed, Christopher. And I've got the details here. This is hot off the presses. If by hot off the press you mean almost a week ago. So this update is...
Breaking news!
Beep, 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 beep. Right, so the update is... System software stability during use of some features has been improved.
That's pretty breaking stuff.
That is literally a dream, to be honest with you.
That sounds very much like any of the Nintendo 3DS update change logs.
Update logs. Actually, there's a bit in this article that says, while neither the US or UK PlayStation sites have updated to mention 3.51, PS Europe says it's a minor update that will improve stability. So there you go. So I hope you enjoy your update, and I hope you enjoy your extra stability whilst using some features. There you go.
To be fair, I'm always using my Vita thinking like this just isn't stable enough for my needs.
Yeah, you're always using features, aren't you? You're always like going for those darn features.
These features they just aren't stable enough. God damn.
Well, I'll be sorted now for you.
Do you want the last two bits of news from me?
Yeah, go on then.
News bit number one is that if you've got any Club Nintendo stars left to spend, then why not buy yourself a new 3DS theme. There are 3 3DS themes, but they're not free. So they're not free 3DS themes. And they're all available on the Club Nintendo thingamabob. They cost 500 stars in Europe or 300 stars in Australia and New Zealand. One is very cool blue and black Game Boy, Virtual Boy kind of look at the old consoles thing. One is this weird, like it's got some fooling cards and it's Mario characters. It's kind of Japanesey. And then one is got Toad and lots of Toads. I don't know why you'd go for that one. So I just thought that was cool. And speaking of things that are Japanesey, there's a new trailer out for the new Ace Attorney game, which is set in the Meiji era in Japan. It looks really dope. It's set in the Meiji era, in England, but at the moment we only know the game is coming out in Japan is what I meant. This is the one, do you remember we were talking about it, and you supposedly like it's in Victorian England and they're questioning like whether you'll team up with Sherlock Holmes and find Jack and all that stuff. So it's Ace Attorney, not Professor Layton, as I always mess the two up, and it's looking super dope, and you can watch the trailer on heroesofhandheld.com.
Super dope.
Yeah, super dope. It's like really, it just is super dope, Colin.
It's like dope but super-ish.
Yeah, it really is.
The best kind. Right, so that was fantastic. And I've got one more bit of news to go through. This is a article on what has been selling well on the PlayStation Vita. This is for April, and this is only for North America on the PlayStation Store. So we've got the top selling Vita games from April in America. So, right, so let's start from number 10. Now, actually, before we read through the list, can Chris try and guess some of the games that are on this list?
So it's top Vita games in Japan.
Yeah. No, in North America.
In this month or this week?
April.
Minecraft.
Yes, that's number 4. It's for the whole of April.
What else even came out? Hotline Miami?
Yes, that is on the list, but not number 2. Number 1. Hotline Miami 1 is number 8.
Oh, I see. Oh, that's intriguing. Freedom Wars? Freedom
Wars is not on the list, surprisingly.
Disney Infinity?
That wasn't released in April, you fool.
Soz. Give me a clue. Give me a clue for number 1.
If I have a puzzle and there's loads of pieces to a puzzle, if I get rid of all the puzzle pieces apart from one, what am I left with?
Lone Jigsaw Piece.
That's the one. That's my favourite game on Vita.
One Piece.
Yes, you.
Good clue. Keen. Well
right,
played.
So I've got another one for you. So this game I'm going to say is number 2. Take back your city, Gotham. Take back your city.
Something to do with Bane.
Take back your city, Gotham.
Batman, Bane.
What could Batman and Vita have in common, you dick?
What could what? Batman? Well, it's not going to be Arkham Origins Blackgate,
Yes,
is it?
it is. It's number 2. Batman
How?
Arkham Origins Blackgate is number 2.
How?
Because they must have been on sale or something. I don't know. That is
Yeah,
very
I
unknown.
suppose
This list is weird. Titan Souls is number 6, which is a game I was looking into playing, a new indie game there. Number 10, it just won't die, this game. Uncharted Golden Abyss at number 10.
Da, 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 da.
Will that game ever die? Probably not. So number 3 is MLB 15, the show, which of course is Major League Baseball. And we've also got Sword Art Online, number 7. Touch My Katamari at number 9. And number 1 is Shovel Knight. That's the top-selling game in April.
Of course. Hey, that's cool.
That's good. Up the indie games. So yeah, that's just for North America. So who knows how things sold in Europe? Who knows? Who cares? That's what we like to say. That's our catchphrase. Who knows? Who cares? Back to you, Chris.
I'm done, mate. I'm out.
Oh, I'm out.
I've shot my load, as it were. Ugh, that's not okay. Well,
okay.
I don't know why I said that. This was good. Good eggs.
Right. Yes, it has been very good eggs. It's not been bad eggs. It's been scrambled eggs on toast.
Happy anniversary, dear.
Happy 2nd anniversary, Christopher. It's been good. It's been good.
Indeed, happy second anniversary.
Have you seen the video of what is it? Of Harley Quinn and the Joker?
Yeah, I was watching it before you came on.
Oh, Jared Leto, he certainly knows how to be flamboyant, don't he?
It'd be interesting. It's kind of hard to judge it based on like that video, but it should be interesting.
Yeah, it's cool. Right,
He's
so
definitely a lot more like the cartoon. You shouldn't have got me going on Batman, Colin. He's definitely a lot more like the cartoon / comic book Joker than Heath Ledger's was.
Just because he's like got a thin face.
Well, just because he's like flouncing around, and you could just picture him being like suitably camp, whereas like other guy was just kind of scary. This is like camp scary.
Commissioner. What about the and I thought my jokes were bad. I like that bit.
I know.
Enough from the clown. There's your magic trick. I can make this pen disappear. It's gone. Love it. I need to watch that night again. So that's your load.
That's your load. Don't say that's your load. Not after what I just said.
What? Blow it. What's your favourite line from The Dark Knight, Chris?
I think it's when they're having the mob meeting, and he's like, "Oh, who took all our money?" And he's like, "Oh, it's some whack job in a 2-bit suit." And then he walks in, and he's like, "That suit wasn't cheap. You want to know? You bought it."
Oh yeah. You bought it.
That's really good. That's a good
And
joke.
he's got like all those bombs inside.
Or it's right at the top when he's like, Batman's in that car park, and he's like, "What's the difference between me and you?" "I'm not wearing hockey pads." Keen for I'm not wearing hockey pads.
Oh, oh, it's so good. Right, so there you go. That's your load. That's your load being blown over your face. Thank you for listening, everybody. We've been Heroes of Handheld. You can find our website, all links to previous episodes, now fake to your anniversary 2 weeks ago, at heroesofhandheld.com. You can also find out all the different ways you can listen. So via iTunes, Stitcher, YouTube as well. You can find us at YouTube. Just go to Heroes of Handheld. All the links are there. Big shout out to the Schnauzer Radio Orchestra for our theme song. Insert coin from music from a 50s video game, which you can find on iTunes. Details also on our website. Follow us on Twitter at Handheld Podcast. We like to tweet through the weekend. We like to respond to all your comments. Leave us a review on iTunes and Stitcher. Let us know how badly we're doing. And just email us your thoughts. What do you think? What are you looking forward to on Vita? What are you looking forward to on 3DS? We'd love to hear from you. Thank you. Boom.
Bye.
Oh, that's a bit of a bad ending. Bye.
Bye.
Nice. That was a good one.
Okay, I'm gonna run off. I'll have the article up by this evening, but I need to go out, and then I'll come back for it if that's all right.
I suppose. Yeah, that's fine. All best of love to your man.
Thanks, pal. I know what you mean. Thank you. So thank you for being amenable. I should be on for next Wednesday, which would be nice.
Oh my god, I forgot
I
what
know.
Wednesday is. That's crazy. Cool. I look forward to that. It should be a good one. It should be
Right.
fun.
I'll talk to you throughout the week. Send me a link to your vlog. Couldn't find it.
Lucy put one on. I should probably come off of the.
Yeah, come off YouTube.
Where even is the YouTube? I can't even find it.
Where is
Oh,
YouTube?
There it is. Bye, everybody on YouTube. Bye.